up because I had to go get a physical. So I go to my doctor's office to get a physical, and you know, maybe it's just me, but I just find it so odd because it's like, I just meet this guy, right? You gotta put yourself in my shoes. I just meet this guy, and it's literally 2 minutes after meeting the guy. He's got his hand down my pants, yanking on my crank, demanding me to cough. And I just think to myself, like, what if this type of shit went on in the business world? Like, I go into a job interview, they sit me down, Mr. Hartford, judging by your resume, we see you're clearly overqualified for this job. Now I'm just going to need one more thing. I'm like, sure, what's that? I'm going to jam my hand down your pants, grab your ball sack, you turn your head to left and cough, and tell me you see yourself in 5 years. So then I just start coughing for no reason. But it wouldn't shock me if they started doing that shit. Like the other, not the other day, a few years ago, I had a stomach ulcer. Oh, they and Raymond were having a conversation back then. What are we talking about? No, I want to know. I can't wait till he gets upset. Me too. Get the fuck out of here. I'm just kidding. So I had an ulcer a few years ago, okay? And for those of you who don't know, that's where, you know, you get like internal bleeding, the whole nine. It's like a period in your stomach, pretty much. Not to be graphic. So the doctor, you know, he sews me up. He's like, "Oh, surgery was a success." I'm like, "Doc, thanks for letting me know." He's like, "Well, we're going to need to do one more thing." I'm like, "What's that?" He's like, "We're going to need to give you a prostate exam." Now, I'm all about partying, but I don't know what the fuck a prostate exam has to do with having an ulcer. But I'm like, you know what, Doc? Surgery was a success. You do what you got to do. So he's like, okay. Puts the gloves on. He bends me over. He's like, "Oh, you're going to feel a little bit of pressure on your prostate." And I did. But it was odd because both of his hands were on the back of my shoulders. I'm sick. I am sick. So the other day, I'm at Subway, okay, and I'm getting my $5 footlong, and I'm waiting in line. Oh, we're still on the last joke? No, I'm just kidding. So I'm at Subway, right, and I'm waiting, you know, in line for my $5 sub, and I noticed something. I noticed everybody these days has a cell phone, okay? Like, everybody's texting, calling, and I also noticed that little kids these days have cell phones. Like, right in front of me, there's this 10-year-old girl. She must have been 10, you know, she looked 10. Not old enough to bang, but just enough. So there's this 10-year-old girl in front of me. She got a cell phone. And not only does she have a cell phone, she's holding up the whole fucking line. And it's not even like she was talking like, "Hey girl, I just got out of recess, what are you doing?" She's doing this shit. Like, what the fuck is that? When I was 10 years old, I didn't have a cell phone, okay? When I was 10 years old, I was hooked on phonics, I was trying to write cursive, I was trying to figure fuck people, I just discovered what a blue was. I didn't need a cell phone. And now all these little kids have cell phones, it's ridiculous. It really is. But my favorite part about cell phones is the custom ringtone. And everybody pays for it, but when it goes off in public, they like freak out, they're like, as soon as it goes off, they freak out. And I pay for mine, you know, so I'm going to sit there and enjoy it, you know? Like, the other day I'm in the grocery store and it goes off, ready? So I'm in the grocery store and it's like, "I'm looking for Mr. Bubblegum, oh, Mr. Chip, I said, oh, da-da-da, cause she's so thick, girls call me Jolly Rancher, cause I think so hard, you can suck me for a long time, oh my God, this ain't a dance floor, it's a candy show, and I want Mom home. It's a callback. But relating back to 10-year-old little girls, that didn't sound right. I'm not sure how to transition into the next joke, so. Relating back to 10-year-old little girls. You guys ever see that show, To Catch a Predator? Yeah. Dateline NBC, To Catch a Predator? Yeah. Okay, that show was on for like 10 years, right? And every time I would watch the show, I just think to myself, how the hell do these guys not catch on? You've got the same exact setup, in the same goddamn house, in the same exact neighborhood, with the same little girl, and the same like lemonade and cookies you used to lure these guys in, and yet these guys are still getting caught. And every time the host Chris Hansen comes out, he's like, "Watch your seat, bud. Right over there, right over the seat." And these guys freak the fuck out. They're like, "Oh man, I was just here to talk and, you know, lemonade and cookies, and I had to check on the thermometer," you know what I'm saying? And they're always like from Alabama, like they drove like 19 hours to talk to a 12-year-old little girl. It's like, come on, dude. You might as well stay home and jerked off to an episode of Hannah Montana. I'm not speaking from experience, I'm just saying this shit. So then the guy like freaks out, runs outside, gets tapped to the ground and arrested. I feel like this should be named the show to catch a moron. So the other day I'm driving down a side street and I actually see, you know, a lemonade stand where a few 10-year-old girls are selling lemonade. Then I drive by, stick my finger in the window, scream out, "Fuck you, I ain't falling for that shit." I gotta hydrate So the other night, a few nights ago, I'm doing a show in New York, and I'm staying in this area called Chelsea. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. Nice little area. Oh, you've heard of Chelsea?
Yeah.
What do you know about Chelsea?
No, a lot of geese live there.
Oh yeah, well, it's a nice area.
Yeah.
You know. Okay. So I'm staying in Chelsea, and I come back to the hotel, and you know, my brother's there with me, and he's all pumped. He's like, "Colt, we're going out tonight." And I'm like, I'm real tired. He's like, "I don't care, mother effer, you're coming with." So that was enough to get me to go out. So I go out with him, and you all on the same page here? Right. He's like, "Yeah, dude, I'm trying to get the fuck out of here." Yeah, I'm making fun of this. So, okay, so I go out to the club with my brother, and I show up, and the first thing I notice is it's totally packed with guys. And I'm thinking, alright, you know, the night's young, it'll pick up. So, we go into the club even further into like the bar area, and I hear this like weird music, and it's like, ow, ow. It's got nothing to do with the joke, I just want you to get the full effect of what's going on here. So, after a while, I start to, you know, question my surroundings. Okay, I see a few guys grinding on the dance floor. To my right, I see a few guys making out, and I even see the colorful rainbow flag over my left shoulder. And I start to think, okay, this night's getting kind of weird, but even then I don't doubt it. I'm like, alright, I'm being positive. It's going to pick up. It's going to pick up. So last call rolls around. So I step out onto the dance floor. And at this point, I'm just trying to find a nice young lady to dance with. And immediately, I feel a hand go down my pants and grab onto my nutsack. And another one, and another one. And now I'm actually in a physical. I start coughing and coughing. My brother screams out, "Colt, are you having an asthma attack?" I said, "God damn it, I think I'm getting a physical." And